Hey, Victoria. No worries. We're just about to get started. I just started the recording. I was talking about how to earn extra credit today. So you're going to do the problems with me on your paper and then send me pictures of your work if you want to get some extra credit. Okay. Okay. Hey, Davin. Thanks for joining. We're just getting started, so perfect timing. So, communication guidelines. You guys probably know these. Just make sure that everything in the chat is appropriate, focused on the topic, and kind. You may not exchange personal information, and this is going to be recorded for those that want to rewatch or watch it if they couldn't attend. So before we get started, I just wanted to remind you guys of some important dates. This is on the math announcements, okay? But Help Lab is every Thursday. This week is the last Thursday Help Lab, the 16th. Here we are right here on the 14th. 16th is the last Thursday Help Lab. However, there is going to be a special Help Lab next week on Wednesday just for your class, okay? Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. So the last day to submit is actually a week from today, okay? From units 1 through 6. So make sure if you're a little behind, you're getting caught up. You have a whole week though, because today is the unit 6 test. There's nothing else due until the final, the semester exam. It's not due until a week from Thursday. So you have pretty much a week to finish things up, get caught up and that kind of thing. Next Wednesday, there will be one last help lab. And then next Thursday is your semester exam. And if you want to take it early, which some of you have, you're welcome to do that. You just need to reach out to me. One other thing, if you are trying to bring your grade up, okay, here are some extra credit opportunities. A lot of you have done these already, but there is a unit 1 and 2 review. It's 5 extra credit points. And this is again on my announcement feed. So you can just click these links. Okay, there's a unit 3 and 4. Click here. Unit 5 and 6 is right now. So if you're wanting to earn extra credit today, stay here, get a piece of paper, get something to write with, and I'll explain in just a minute how you can do that. And then, no worries, guys. Did you guys have another session run over maybe? Is that why we're trickling in? Got it. That makes sense. I was worried that my links were not working. I'm so glad you're here. Hey guys, there we go. Here come my regulars. Thanks for being here. We're doing right now our unit 5 and 6 review. We are not using ClassKick today, honestly, because I didn't have a chance to get it set up. So grab paper and something to write with, and we're going to do it together live. Okay. And then last semester, there is a semester review, which reviews everything, which is definitely something I want you to do. And I know it's hard to see maybe because of the little thing right here, but it's worth 10 extra credit points. And the recording is already ready for you to complete if you would like to. Okay. So 3 recordings, and then right now is live. If you're here, you're doing it with me live. So if you want extra credit today, there are 13 questions. Some of them are going to go pretty quickly, so it won't be a ton to do. Okay. But you're basically going to write what I write. Not all the questions, but most of the work and the answers. Then you can either email me a picture of your work, you can send it on Skype, or you can text it using your learning coach's phone if you would like, or if you have your own phone, you can just send me pictures of your work as well. Okay. So if you want extra credit today, grab something to write with and something to write on. I am recording this. So if you get overwhelmed and you just want to listen right now, you could do that too. And you could write later. You could go back and watch the recording later. It's totally up to you. Okay. I'm going to do a quick poll. I want you to give me a check if you're ready to go. That means you have your paper if you're planning to write, your pencil or pen, You can have a calculator. You could use Desmos if you want. Okay, just give me a check if you're ready to start. I know some of you are coming in from a different class, so I just want to make sure we're all good to go. Yay. Again, tell me if you have your paper and something to write with if you were planning to do this for extra credit. If you don't have a check yet, go grab it and come back. Yay. Thanks, Richard. Davin, Kayla, hey, Daniela, waiting on you guys. Are you guys ready? Give me a little check from the poll if you're ready. I don't want to start. That sounds good, Victoria. Okay, Davin's ready. Thanks, Davin. Daniela, hi. Kayla, you ready? I'm going to go ahead and start. And then at the end as well, I can go back if you guys need me to. Okay, so here's number one. Here's what I want you to write for number one. I'm going to highlight stuff that I want you to write. Okay, so write number one. I want you to write which is a statistical question. That's all I want you to write so far. So on your paper, put number one. You can also title it Unit 5 and 6 Review. If you haven't done that yet, at the top of your paper, put Unit 5 and 6 Review. And also do me a favor and put your name so I know when I get the picture definitely who is sending this. Okay, hey Kylie. I almost said Kaylee. We are doing our Unit 5 and 6 review, so grab something, some paper and something to write with so you can get some extra credit. Okay, so remember guys, and this is from Unit 5, so it may be something that you haven't thought about for a while, but a statistical question is a question that you ask to gather data, okay? So it's kind of like you're asking people for their individual answer. It cannot be a fact. So for instance, A says, how many even numbers are there between 10 and 20? That's a fact, right? We could figure that number out. We're not going to gain any data, okay, from that. B, how many letters are in the word octopus? Again, there's only one answer that's correct, so we wouldn't be able to gather data. How many state names begin with a C? Again, that's a fact, okay? So you guys are right. Fatima, you're right. D is the answer. So I want you to write out this question. How many minutes does it take to travel to school? Now, for us, that's not really a great question, right? Because we're all probably around 0 because we probably do school where we live, or maybe you don't have to travel far. However, if you asked a classroom of students at a school, they would all have different answers probably. Okay, there might be a variety. So again, I want you to write the number one, which is a statistical question, and then D, how many minutes does it take to travel to school? Okay. Like I said, some of these are going to be quick. Some of them will take a little bit longer, but just follow directions and write what I highlight. Any questions about number one? Is everybody good? Can we move forward? Again, I'll come back at the end if you guys need me to. If you want to like organize your paper, you could draw a line to show that you're done with number one and put number two. It's up to you. Just make sure it's kind of neat so that when you send me a picture, I can quickly see that you have all 13 problems. Okay, I'm getting some yeses. Again, I'll come back at the end if I need to. Okay, let's go to number two. So again, write that this is number two. Write what is the mean. You can just say, what is the mean? And then I do want you to write out these numbers. I'm going to write them a little bit bigger. So write them with me. You ready? 20, ooh, too thick. 21.2, 15.3, 20.5, 16.8, and 30.2. And again, we are finding the mean. Okay, so how do we do that? We have two steps. We have to get a total. Ooh, that's not how you spell total. Total. Okay. So grab your calculator. This is why I said you could have a calculator today. And let's add. So I'm going to add on the side over here 21.2 plus 15.3 plus 20.5 plus 16.8 plus 30.2. And you guys tell me if you agree. I got 104. You're exactly right, Kaya. So second step, are we agreeing with 104? Is you divide 104 by the number of data values. And there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's all you have to write. And 20.8 is our answer. So if you are sticking with me, you have this down, you have this down, and then you have your answer. And then, of course, we know that we're finding the mean. And if you want to circle your answer, that's super helpful as well. Very, very good. I know I'm not giving you a lot of time to work on your own. I just don't want to take too long for this. I'll try to give you a minute in a second on the next one. I'm sorry I didn't pause. Any questions? That's a good idea, Victoria. Okay. Thanks, Davin, for telling me. Yeah, tell me, guys, when you're ready to move to the next one. We're about to go to number 3. Okay, again, we're doing the Unit 5 and 6 review. I think everybody heard my directions. Hey, Salma, if you didn't hear my directions at the beginning, if you want to write with me today and send in pictures of your work, you'll get 5 extra credit points. And we're only about to move to number 3, so I can go back to 1 and 2 if you didn't quite get them a minute ago at the end. Okay, I'm going to go to number 3. Yes. The number of minutes it took children to finish a puzzle in minutes are 12, 8, 10, 7, 7, 11, 11, 11, 12, and 14. What is the median time it took children to finish the puzzle? So for this one, here's what I want you to do. I want you to put number 3. I want you to write the word median, okay? And we're going to put our numbers in order together. So write with me. Here we go. Or if you want a chance to try it, you can do that as well. I am going to go ahead and put them in order, and then I'll give you guys a minute to find the median. Remember, make yourself a little note. Order data with a median. You have to, because you have to find the middle value. Okay. So we have 2 7s. So I'm going to write those and then mark them out. Then we have an 8. And no 9, so 10 would be next. 2 11s. 2 12s. And then last of 14. Okay, so take a minute and find the median. What do you guys think? Hey, Gabriel, we are working on the Unit 5 and 6 review. It is extra credit points, which would be great for everybody to do. So if you'll grab something to write with and something to write on, then you'll send me pictures at the end for extra credit. It's like getting a free 100 on the quiz today. How nice. And if you guys have a high grade already, the good thing about extra credit is it's kind of padding for if you do make a mistake somewhere. It just kind of is there to fill in those gaps, you know. Okay. If you're writing with me, you've written the number 3. You've written a median, the word median. You wrote that you need to order the data, and you wrote your numbers in order. Then we're going to find the middle value. The way that I like to do this is just kind of make little markings. So lowest, highest, lowest, highest, lowest, until I have a middle number. And this is perfect because there's 4 to the left, 4 to the right. The first 11 is our median. So the median is 11. So again, make sure you have this, 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 everything that's highlighted green. Yes, you can get 100 in the course. So Salma, sorry. To get extra credit, I'm going to go back, guys, real quick. Okay. You're going to copy everything that I tell you to copy. Basically, we're doing all of these questions together. You're doing them on your own paper. And then you can email, Skype, or text pictures to me of your work after, and you will get extra credit. Does that make sense? Okay, so we've done numbers 1, 2, and 3. So if you're a little bit behind, that's okay. Gabriel, I'll come back at the end and show you 1 and 2. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go to do I need to go back to number 3? Is anybody still doing this? If you're just like trying to catch up, don't rush. I'll go back at the end. If you have most of number 3 and you're finishing up, perfect. Otherwise, I'm going to go on to number 4 in about 20 seconds. So if you are rushing to write, don't rush. I'll come back to it. Don't stress. I know, Richard, you guys aren't used to writing so much, are you? It's good for us all, you know. You do not have to write all of this, okay? But I do want you to write number 4 on your paper, okay? I'll tell you what to write in just a second. Lewis just completed the annual review at his job. On a scale of 1 to 10, his scores with weights were as followed. 7 for customer service, that was worth 35%. 8 for organization was worth 10%. 6 for time management was worth 20%. 10 for punctuality is worth 10%. 9 for decision making was worth 25%. What was Lewis's total score? You do not have to write all of this, okay? Here's what I want you to write. This is called the weighted average. So write that somewhere for number 4, because this is one of the hardest topics, I think, in Unit 5. And you may see it again on the semester exam. So write weighted average. Okay. Here's what we have to figure out. What is 35% of 7? What is 10% of 8? What is 20% of 6? So we're finding all of the point values, okay, so that we can add all of his total points up, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out 35% of 7. And the way that we learn to do that, this is from actually Unit 2, is that you're going to do 35% times 7. Okay, we'll figure that out. Then we're going to add 10% of 8. Of means to multiply. Then 20% of 6. Yes, Kylie's right. So to put it in the calculator, you're going to do 0.35 times 7. 0.10 times 8. I got to keep writing these because we got to do all of them, but 0.20 times 6. Then we have 10%, so 0.10 of 10. Again, we're adding these up. Sorry, I don't have it all in one line. I wish that I did. And then 0.25 or 0.25, same thing, of 9. So here's what you have on your paper so far. You have weighted average. And if you just want to write what's in green, you can. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. So So grab your calculator. I'm going to actually pull up Desmos and show you guys how I would put this in. Okay. But I need to be able to see the question. So here we go. Okay. So I'm going to give you 30 more seconds to write what I highlighted in green. And then I'm going to put it in Desmos and show you how to do that. Okay. Desmos actually has a % sign. So if you wanted to use that, I'll show you both. Okay, I'm going to share my screen real quick with you guys. If you're curious, what am I using? This is Desmos. I'm going to send you the link in the chat if you want to bookmark it and use it as well. Okay. So here we go. 35% of 7. So you could do this. 35% of 7. It gives you the score 2.45. Okay. I'll go right back, Richard. Hold on just a second. So that's the score for 35%, or you could do 0.35 times 7. It's up to you. You get 2.45 either way. Okay. Let's keep going. So we need to do 10% of 8. Why is it negative? Oh, no, it's not. That's an equal sign. I know that looks like a negative. That's an equal sign that's not showing up very well. 20% of 6. 10% of 10. And 25% of 9. Not 8, 9. Okay, so I'm going to take a little screenshot and I'm going to bring this over for us. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what I was doing. So now I'm coming back. Maybe. Okay. When I do all of those things, you don't have to write this part. Okay, I just want to show you what I ended up getting. I got 2.45, 0.8. I know that's kind of small. I'm just going to write it. 2. Plus, we're adding all these up. 0.8 plus 1.2 plus 1 plus 2.25. Okay. No, you don't have to write all the calculator things. Do you guys have the total? Tell me what you think the total is when you add all those up. It probably would be helpful to write this down so that you know like where the final answer came from. I agree. 7.7 is the final score. There's your final answer right there. So just make sure you circle it. Okay. I'm going to delete the calculator thing so it's not in the way. Okay, I'll give you a few minutes to write that down. We got to move a little bit faster. I think the next couple actually will be pretty quick. Because we are already at the 30-minute mark almost, and we still have quite a few to go. If you do have to leave early, I am recording this, so you could go back and finish it later if you needed to. Okay. Give me a check when you're ready to roll to number 5. Okay, majority's ready. Couple people waiting. Kylie, let me know when you're ready. Again, I can come back at the end if you're still writing and you don't want to rush right now. Richard, you still writing? Davin, are you good? Okay, yay. Kayla? Yay, Richard. Okay. Kylie, are you good? Or can I come back at the end? Again, for the next one, guys.
Like, for example, I just do like 20% of 6 and then that's my answer.
So, so Kylie, you have to multiply all of these. So 30.35 times 7, that's where we got the 2.45. 0.10 times 8 is where we got 0.8. So you have to do all 5 of these multiplication pieces and then add those 5 answers together. That's where we get 7.7. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, perfect. So I'll come back if you guys are still writing. So give yourself some space, draw a line, and we'll go to number 5. Number 5, you do not need to copy everything. Okay, here's what you're writing. 5. Okay. You don't even have to write well, I'm going to give you a break on this one. Okay, here's what I want you to write. What I'm writing in pen below. So write the letter A, write the letter B. Is 98 an outlier? Just write no. Okay, because it's not like everything down here is way below. Okay, these are temperatures. So everything's in the 80s and 90s. That's like normal summer weather in most places, right? Now, if there was a way down here a day that was like in the 40s, that would be an outlier. So an outlier is something that's way outside of the main group. B says, for how many days was the temperature less than 90? Okay, that means you don't count the 90 or above. You count everything below these 3 dots here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You guys are right. That's all you have to write for number 5. So write the number 5, write that A is no and B is 16. Give you a little break, Richard. Everybody good on that one? Any questions? Okay, next one I think is pretty quick too. Okay, so on your paper, write number 6. You don't have to write the question. Okay, this says how many more movie patrons, that means people that went to the movies, were younger than 35 than were at least 45. So here's what I want you to write on your paper. Less than 35. We're going to tell that in a second. At least 45 means their age is greater than or equal to 45. Okay. How many people are younger than 35? Well, 35 is here. That means that this bar and this bar represent people younger than 35. So check that. Recalculate if you need to. Okay. On your paper, you could write, here's what I want you to write. The first bar is 35. You guys are right. But we have to add the second bar to it, which is 30. What's 35 plus 30? We know that's 65. Okay, so there's less than 35. Anybody confused about that? I'm taking it slow. Sorry. Okay, greater than, at least 40. Yeah, greater than or equal to 45. So at least 45 means that's your lowest age is 45. So that's this bar right here. You don't have to write that. I'm just showing you. That's 15. So you guys are right. 65 that you're writing this minus 15. 50 more people were younger than 35. So for this one, you do have to write this, 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 and this. Okay. Okay. We have some more to do. But again, hopefully they won't take as long as the first few. Those took a while. Sorry. Let's do a little check-in. Let me know when you're ready. Yay. Oh, wonderful. Victoria, Fatima, are you guys ready? Yay. Thank you. Okay, we're moving right along. Number 7. Okay, how many rows will be in a stem and leaf plot of the data set? Okay, this is, let's do this. Let's just practice making a stem and leaf plot. So on your paper, I just want you to write a vertical line that just maybe if you're using lined paper, make it go down like five sections. Yes, we will be done by 11 or 12, depending on where you live. We'll be done within the hour. Kaya, the answer was 50. Okay, so how many rows will there be? So I'm the type of person, I have to actually do it to be able to tell the right answer. So I'm going to go through and figure out what are my 10s, okay? So I need a 1 here. I know that I need a 2 because I have some 20s. I need a 3 because I have some 30s. I need a 4 because I have some 40s. And do I have any greater than that? No. Also notice, one thing that I noticed people making a mistake on is my stems, my stems need to go in order from least to greatest. Okay. So you are correct. I want you to write, so you have your little stem and leaf plot started over here. And then one of your answers is put it somewhere on your paper. You can put it off to the side. 4 rows. Okay. Then it says, what are the leaves for stem 2? That's all the ones we're going to put on there because we are kind of tight on time. Let me do a better arrow than that. So we're only going to fill out stem 2. So I have a 20, so I need a 0. Okay, do I have any other 20s? Yes, there's another one on the end, so I have 2 zeros. I know I saw a 21. Okay, so the 1. Then I have 2 22s, so 2 2s. That's a 2. Sorry, let me fix that. No 23, right? I'm not going to use the 10. I'm not going to use the 35, not the 48, not the 40. I'm just trying to get rid of some stuff so it's not in my way. Okay, 2 6s. Done. What are the leaves for the stem of 2? You can just if you have this on your paper, these are the leaves right here. You can just highlight that. 0 0 1 2 2 6 6. So you have the number 7, you have the answer of 4 rows, and you have your stem and leaf plot like this. Okay. There are 7 leaves for stem 2, and they are 0. The way that you would correctly answer this, guys, you don't have to write this. I'm just showing you. This would be your answer for the second question. 0 0 1 2 2, 6, 6. Okay, that's how you would answer that question. But you're fine. If you have what's highlighted in green, then you're good to go. Okay, when you're done, yep, we'll move to the next one. You're doing great. Let's see, there's 11 people. So I'm just going to count. Tell me when you're done. I see Zara and I see Gabriel. So there's 2 people. Tell me in the chat when you're done this time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people have told me. Thank you. Thanks, Richard. Victoria, are you good? Maybe you already told, you already told me. Tinley, are you good? No rush, but just want to make sure I'm not going too quick. Good job, Richard. I'm so glad. You good? Okay, I'll come back if I need to. Okay, here we go with number 8. In which, so you only are writing so far the number 8. In which quarter is the data most concentrated? In which quarter is the data least concentrated? This is a question that you will see, I promise you, so make sure you're listening. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to write how big each quarter is. So do first, second, third, fourth. Okay. First is from 20 to 28. It's this first line here. So the way that we figure out how big it is, you're going to subtract 28 minus 20. That is 8. Okay. The second goes from 28 to 40. Okay, do you see that second section? It's divided, box and whisker plots are always divided into 4 sections. 40 minus 28, that is 12. I'm just writing in different colors, so it's a little easier for you to see the difference between my problems. Then we have third is from 40 to 48. And that is 8. And then last is my fourth section, and it's from 48 to 54, it looks like. So 54 minus 48, that is 6. Most concentrated means the smallest. Okay, so write a little note. Which one is the smallest? Which one is the closest in? Yes, Richard, you are correct. Yes, Ian. So first answer is fourth, most concentrated. Sorry, my writing's getting worse as we go. Terrible, sorry. Make sure you have these things, by the way. I'm getting messy. There we go. Boom, boom. And then last question is the opposite. What is the least concentrated? Which means what's the most spread out? What do you guys think? Yes, second. Least. And if you just want to put CON for this time, I'm good with that because that's all I'm writing. Very, very good. So more concentrated means it's squished together, so it's smaller. The range is smaller. Least concentrated means it's spread out, so it is a bigger section. Okay. Let's do another little poll in a second. Give me a check when you're done. Yeah, Victoria, if you're less concentrated, you're distracted. You're kind of all over the place, right? Your brain is over here and it's over here, so it's like more spread out. That's a good way to think about it. I love it. Give me a check when you're ready. We're getting close. We may not even do all of them. We'll see. We're about to do number 9. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for working so hard. Oh man, Richard, I thought that you might say that. Hopefully the next one's a little less. We'll see. You ready, Richard? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, all you have to do for number 9 is write the answer. So put number 9, okay. Which data set has exactly 2 outliers? Okay, I think we've done this question actually together in class. This answer is going to be B. So I just want you to write the answer. Like I do want you to write the data set. I'll write it with you down here. Okay, so B is 5, 39, 39, 40, 42, 43, 43, 45, 71. The reason, you don't have to do this part, but I just want to show you the reason this is 2 outliers is because most of your data, guys, is in the 30s and 40s. Do you see that? Then we have this first number is way below and the last number is way above. Okay, that's all you got to do. We're about to move on to number 10. We're getting close. I promise I will not go over our time. Okay. I'm about to go to the next one. Let me know if you're still needing me to wait. I can come back. Anybody still almost done? Okay. 20 seconds. Thanks, Gabriel. Are you guys going to the upper school talent show in a little while? Anybody? Anybody doing the talent show? Davin's going, not participating. No. Okay, I'm going to go to number 10. I can come back if you guys need me to. IQR of this data set. Okay. Hold on, I want to look real quick to see. I just want to see real quick what these are. Okay. This is the last one you have to write. How about that? Okay. Last one you have to write. The last 3 we'll just talk about. Here's what we're going to do. I do want you to write IQR. And we're going to write the data together on our paper because we have to be able to like split it apart. So here we go. Okay, we'll talk about the talent show in a minute. Sorry, that was distracting. So you're writing with me. Here we go. 85, 108, writing this on your paper. 108, 110, 111, 115, 116, 116, 117. No, I'm not going to have enough room. 119. You try to fit yours together if you can. 125. This is looking horrible. 127. 127, no, 130, and did I skip anything? 155. Oh, sorry. Do I have it all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, here we go. To find the IQR, we have to find, okay, here's our goal. Okay, the IQR, I want you to write this down below, is your Q3 minus your Q1. Before we can find those, we have to first find the median. Okay, so I'm going to mark these off to get to the middle. Okay, I have 3 on each side, 4 on each side, 5 on each side, 6, 6, 7, 7. Here's my median. Okay. Now I have to find my Q3 and my Q1. Q1 is the median of the lower half. Okay, so once I find the median, I can split my data into my lower half, just like this. So again, same process. I'm going to mark them off. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Here's the median of the lower half. That is my Q1. So I'm going to put it right here. Okay. Then I got to do the same thing with the upper half. Let me grab a different color. Woo. And 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Yes, very good job, guys. 127. Sorry, that's so crazy looking. So what is 127 minus 110? This is the last one you have to write. Yes, last one to write. Good. All you need to write for your final answer is 17. So on your paper, you have all this work so that your brain knows how to find the IQR. Okay. This is the last one you have to write. You can put your pencil down if you have written everything. But I do want to quickly talk about the last 3. So stay with me for just 5 more minutes. You do not have to write the next part. Hands off. Gabriel, can you find something to write the answer 17 with? You can do it in a minute, though. Pretty good timing from your pencil, I guess. Okay, just so I know that I'm not going too quickly, give me a check if you're ready to listen to 11, 12, 13. Just listen. Listen, 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 listen. Somebody left. I don't know who it was, though. Okay. Victoria Tinley, let me know if you're ready for the last 3, but just to listen to, not to write. Thanks, Tinley. Okay, Victoria, no worries. Okay, last 3, guys. Finding the MAD. Okay, this takes a little while, but for this one, I'm going to give you you don't have to write this. Again, I'm just going to give you some steps for if you need this later. Okay, to find the MAD, you find the mean of your data. Then you have to find the distance to the mean. Yes, if you need to go ahead. Thank you for joining. So guys, let's just pretend that the mean was 78 for this data set. So you would figure out, okay, 76 is 2 away. 77 is 1 away. So you have 4 different distances, and then you find the mean of the distances. Okay. I have a whole video in my YouTube playlist of finding the MAD. Let me know if you need some extra help with that. Okay. Then this question says the MAD of the math scores is blank to the MAD of the history scores, just comparing greater than or less. Again, you don't have to do this one. I just wanted to explain it. Number 12, we did this last week. This type of data, remember we talked about normal, we talked about skewed. If it tails to the left, it's skewed left. If it tails to the right, it's skewed right. A bell curve is normal, okay? This data, however, we did this one last week. Remember we said if you removed this dot and you put a dot here, isn't it pretty flat? Okay. Gosh, my brain is not working. What is this called? I can't think. Thank you. You guys are so smart. You can tell somebody today that you are smarter than your math teacher for a second. Uniform. My brain would not work. Thank you. Okay, last one. Explain why the mean and the range are appropriate measures of center for this data set. This is normal, a normal distribution. And remember when we said when it's normal, the mean and median are very close to each other. Okay. This also means that there are probably no outliers, which is not going to skew your data. Yes, it is bell-shaped. And no outliers, that means that the range, you can use the range to talk about, okay, my numbers are from 22 to 28, it has a range of 6. That means that my data is pretty close together. Okay. So you only had to do 1 through 10. If you would like to earn extra credit today, you can email, Skype, or text pictures of your paper. Does anybody need me to go back to any of the questions? Gabriel, yes, I'm happy to do that. Okay, I'm going to start at number 1. And for number 1, you only had to write what's highlighted. Okay. Thank you guys so much for